All right, we're going live. Okay. Let's see. There's new updates today, people. Yep. New updates on the Quickie. I forgot to mention that the last Quickie reading we did about the gameplays was a Saturday, and I said that we will be doing it on Mondays, and today's Monday. And today's update is something about the Quickie. Well, something about Chris Chan, basically. Someone someone on the 9th of January this month, someone visited Chris Chan in jail. This is insane. This is insane. Someone visited Chris Chan in jail. And it says here it's unconfirmed. Some things discussed in this article are based on unconfirmed claims. As a result, approach this article with skepticism when reading it. So it's unconfirmed. That's it. It's unconfirmed. And I am interested to see why this is something that people are being like, you could look that up on videos right now. Everyone's talking about it. Chris Chan's visit in jail. Someone visit him, and I'm surprised. On the 14th of January 2023, Reddit user Trainee Alex posted to the r/Chris Chan Solitary subreddit claiming to have visited Chris in jail on the 9th of January. The post included a sketch of Chris along with a write-up of the encounter and the explanation of how it took place. Dude. That is... wow. We seen Chris in his mug shots, right? This is insane. Like we seen his mugshot before. Like, I'm gonna look this shit up. Chris Chan mugshot. I know you can't see it because I am batshit insane of having it screening into the computer, but I don't know. You could imagine. I could give out the details. Chris Chan mugshot. Chris Chan arrest timeline. Oh, it's just an article. August 1st, he was arrested. Christine Chandler, who was also known online as Chris Chan, was arrested on August 1st and charged with incest after a leaked phone call purported that she had sexual relations with her 79-year-old mother, Barbara Chandler. That is what we know. That is what we know about what happened 2 years ago. Let's see. I remember that his previous mugshot. Yeah, I'm looking at it correctly. That Chris looks like his average fat when he got arrested, right? And I'm still gonna call Chris he because after the shit Chris did, just lost my respect. I don't have respect for Chris at all. Chris Chan does not have my respect to anything at all. Chris Chan is just, he's changed in jail for that visit. Apparently, his first mugshot looks like his average self smiling at the camera, which I don't know why. I really don't know why. But later, the next mugshot is Chris getting a little skinnier. Oh my god, his eyes, dude. He's like frowned wearing a different uniform or prison jumpsuit, and you can see bags under his eyes. It's like the eyes are sinking into the sockets. That is insane. And a sketch right now, what we see from trainee Alex's sketch of Chris is getting skinnier. The post. I took a road trip and visited Chris in jail on the 9th. My friend has been sending letters to Chris since late 2021. And he got Chris to add me as an approved contact. Chris is allowed visitors a couple of times a week, but only from people he personally approved. Back in September, my friend got a letter from Helberg asking him not to post Chris's letters online and threatening legal action if he did. That's probably why he so few letters have came out. So basically, that's why we haven't got any new letters. It's because Chris Chan has not making a single letter because of his lawyer Hellenberg have asked Chris not to write any of these letters, and it's very insane to think um that we see the previous letters before, and I might go into that later, maybe next week, but it's just insane of how the letters. Yes, I'm back with the quickie, but this is an update though. Chris is someone visited Chris's someone visited Chris at jail, and the mugshot, well, the sketch is it's fucked. It's completely he's skinnier, like 100% skinnier. Let's get back to the reading where we left off. Hullabear asking him not to post Chris letters. That's probably why, yeah, my friend never released his letters either way and never planned until Chris got out of jail. First of all, Chris is thin, like holy shit thin. He hasn't been this thin since probably 2000, if if, if not earlier. That being said, he definitely looks worse for wear. He looks noticeably older. His hair is 100% gray at this point, not the brown gray swamp. It not the brown gray swamp it was back in 2021, but it's still dark. One of his eyes was bruised, which he said he got when he fell. Which he says when he fell. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I 100% don't believe that. Because Chris is known to piss people off. Generally, he pisses people off. And I can assume that he pissed off some sort of either prison guard of insults or refusal, basically, or probably insulting a prison mate or jailmate, whatever. Right. And they have very dark bags. He still has the supple, unsurprisingly, and it's more visible than it looks in picture. His voice is thin. As soon as he started talking, I could tell he was on something. He hardly did any of the usual false steel or screeching, and his response was short. He slurred his speech even more than usual, but he didn't talk as fast. I did my best to draw while he talked, and he seemed happy with it. He kept interrupting me and cutting himself off to make cubes like, make sure you get my good side, and shit like that. It was annoying. What good side? What good side? In this picture, I wish I could actually wait. I could just let's see. I'm looking it up. Hold on. Jesus. Oh man, this is insane. What good side, dude? Oh my god, the phone. Ah, maybe it's the brightness. What good side does he have? Seriously, that's actually Chris. That is Chris right here. What good side, man? What fucking good side? Dude. I asked him about the review date, the letters, why he was still in jail, etc., but he insisted that Helberg told him not to talk about it. It seems like Helberg actually managed to shut him up, at least when he's medicated. I could I could have pro prodded, but he was getting frustrated and starting to use the whiny demonic 6-year-old voice, so I dropped the subject. That's actually the only time he got whiny the whole visit. I asked him what he does all day. He said he spends most of his day meditating on the prayer rug and that he liked playing basketball in the rec room. Apparently, he got unbanned for good behavior. He gets food from com- the commissary once or twice a week. He kindly offered that he's been taking fiber supplements because jail food makes him constipated. Also, apparently, he's been mixing popcorn into his ramen. He doesn't ever talk about other inmates. Well, I could see why he got the black eye. He doesn't talk to other inmates because he got the black eye from one of the inmates. That has to be it. That has to be it. But why would you mix fucking popcorn with ramen, dude? Why? Dude, this is insane. This is fucking insane. I'm surprised that Helberg shut him up because he kept incriminating himself from his letters. Like his fucking jail letters, dude. He wanted Barb dead. Last year, I believe, he wanted Barb dead in one of his letters. He asked no one not to release the full letters, and someone actually did. He wants Barb dead. It's insane. He wants his own mother dead because his mother was the victim of the shit. Chris is asking, like, he's saying he's the victim. In reality, he is the cause of it. Barb is the victim of the shit. He's been doing the shit for about a month and a half until August 1st. He got caught. Like, as soon as Barb was going to the hospital, they they sent him to a hotel maybe, but later Chris stole like $750 from Barb's banking account. That is fucked up when your mother's going to the hospital, Chris. I think someone's here. Yeah, I rush this first. Maybe I could update it again, doing a quickie reading again because I can't stream on my PlayStation. It's still busted. No, not anymore. A new hard drive is in, but I need a flash drive. I'll wait until one of my friends come over. I asked one of them to like get download the files from the PlayStation website with the update, and that'll be that. I might be able to play games, but I can't go back playing Sonic Mania apparently because all that save data gone, gone in an instant. But I want to try Bloodborne. I want to stream Bloodborne. I will do Bloodborne. I did Until Dawn once. I did Alien Isolation. I want to do Bloodborne. I am not going back to do Resident Evil. Actually, I could go back in Resident Evil 2 if the save is not that gone. I'm going to have to mute a little. I'll be right back for a bit. Hold on. All right, I'm back. Now, where was I? Oh yeah, the quickie. Let's see. Blah blah blah. 6-year-old asked him. Blah. Okay, now I know where we left off at. We finished the he doesn't want to talk about his inmates. He said he doesn't know how much money he makes for his jail drawings, but guessed it around $25. He said. Well, he hasn't gotten any donations in a few months outside of the praetor. I asked him about Kangle, and Chris just responded, he's the Antichrist," with a smile. He didn't elaborate. I asked him if he wanted to get out of jail, and he shouted that the truth would be revealed in just months, or something like that. He confirmed that as part of his sacrifice, he wouldn't be returning to the Sanji Temple or seeing Barb anytime soon. I asked him if he misses Barb, and he says yes. I asked him if he still believed in the merge, and he basically said yes, and it's finished. And it repeated that the collective shift was just months away and that the truth would be revealed. We were basically out of time at the point, so I showed him the drawing. He laughed and basically told me it looks like shit. I thanked him and left. He says it looks like shit. Wait. Wow. Letter snippets. The post was not taken seriously at first and was eventually removed by the Reddit mods. By following day on 15th, the user posted snippets of letter claim his friend received from Chris, allegedly adding him as an approved visitor. What the fuck is this? January 4th. Is that a heart? 2023. Below the day is a heart encased by two lightning bolts. Ah, Ohio censored. Firstly, foremost to the cause of the collective shift, I question mark confirmed to the word of or close only are legible from a cropped out sentence at the top of this image. As for censored, I will certainly approve him as a correct. I graciously looking forward to our meeting. Anyhow, lines resembling telemarks appeared to be bleeding through the other side of the letter. The handwriting is stilted and messy, but appears to conform to all of Chris's mannerisms and lettering, causing debate as to the ethnic the ethnic. I can't read properly. Hold on, I'll be right back. Hold on. Ethicities, whatever the fucking word is, because I am dog shit of reading. Some argue Chris's medication status may be the cause of the stilted handwriting, while others argue this is evidence the letters were forged. It could be forged. 100% could be forged because who knows? Who fucking knows if it's real or not? Like the letter and Chris being in jail and shit. Like a visit, well, not Chris being in jail, that's real. But the visit, that could be fake. Who knows? It's unconfirmed. We don't know until we find out. And he says that he misses Barb. If you look back at the previous letters, he wanted that bitch dead. It's so funny how now he's like, I miss my mom. I miss my sweetheart Barbara. But back then, last year, that mean witch ruined my life. I love reading this quickie, man. It's like it can get you laughs, it can get you some moments, like disturbing moments, or just shocking moments, or just depressing moments. Like reading can get you addictive. Like reading is so like fascinating to imagine like the past events you could think of. This right here, if you think clearly of what the visit was like, That would be it. That you just got to think, what would the visit be like if you imagine it while reading it? And that's just it. Like reading can give you imagination, like you put thought on it. So Helberg wants Chris to stay quiet because his court case is coming up in, is it August? I believe so. So says here, trainee Alex alleged that in September 2022, Hilberg had sent a letter to his friend. Yeah, we know that. Chris is reportedly the thinnest, has been since high school. Chris is reportedly showing signs of age. Chris appears to be on medication. Helberg seems to finally convince Chris to keep his mouth shut. Chris is playing basketball in jail and was unbanned. When asked about when he will be released from jail, Chris responded, "The truth will be revealed in months." Most notably, Chris appears to have accepted that he may never return back home to 14 Branch Lane Court or see Barb again. His hair is like, how old is he going to be? 41 next month? Yeah, he's going to be 41 next month. And he's showing of age, dude. And I don't think he's going to last long. He's not going to last long. He's not. Chris has shown that he is, well, having signs of his problems of his health. And this could be the turning point of Chris not being able to go back the way it was. He fucked up pretty badly. And he fucked up pretty badly. Like, as soon he was convinced that it's not going to be the same anymore, since he missed Christmas back in 2021 and 2022, including his birthday last year. This year, he's going to miss his birthday again. Who knows if Chris is going to be living out on the streets to the homeless saga, or possibly some Waynes are going to take care of Chris and like Chris do terrible shit to them, like how he did to Barb. I don't know if Chris is going to change at this point or he's going to live, because showing signs of this, he's not going to make it. He might die when he's 50 or 60, because if you look back at Chris's health, he is the unhealthiest motherfucker ever to live, and he is not going to make it. I am 100% sure he's not going to make it. No way in hell that Chris is going to make it that until he passes 50 or so. If he passes 50 or 60, then that is something. He will make it through that, but I'm not sure. I'm not Chris, and I don't know. But all I know is that he he won't be the same as he was back then. The medications are probably taking like some sort of suppression in him from his behaviors back then, because if we look back in last year, I believe, he he came back to jail again because he was in a mental institution because of his behavior, how he reacted to the guards. And his next court hearing is in months, I believe. I don't know if it's going to be a continuance or not. Like, he's been through many continuances since last year and the year before that, since he got arrested in August. I feel like there's no continuance for him. There's no continuance. This has to be the last of his court hearing, and I pray to God that this man seriously needs to go to jail, because he is nothing but a threat, not to himself, but to others, like how he did to his mother, how he did to Megan, how he did to his father, how he did to anyone he meets, how he did to Michael Snyder, the assistant manager from GameStop. He's shown so many remarks of his outburst and his his true colors to everyone, and he never had a once good name. There is no such thing as a once good name if you're Christian Chandler. It just goes to show Chris is not going back to the way it was. He's not going back to make Sanju comics. He's not going back to play his toys. He's not going back to play games. Barb's not going to last long. We know that Barb's like 80 something. And at this point, the house is going to be taken by the bank. Someone's going to turn that house into a museum dedicated to Chris. I mean, it's some lean bullshit they're going to do anyway. Charge people $5 to get inside the house. On the Kristen Love Day, they're going to make it free for entry. Of course, his birthday is going to be free for entry. But who knows what will happen next to his future? We'll find out whenever if we see an update of Chris, because other YouTubers are keeping an eye on for new information on the Quickie and Kiwi farms. Yeah. If you want to know more about Chris Chan, you could look up the Quickie right now if you want to. Or you could look up YouTubers who dedicate their lives to make Christery content, like Gino Samuel, Gibby, Club Doom, Smokey McSee, those people. Or you could just ask anyone who knows Chris Chan. They will try to give out some information, but they'll recommend you the same thing like I would. Documents or looking up the articles on the website. Or read Sonichu. Yeah, you could read Sonichu if you want. Maybe next week we could do Sonichu on the Quickie. I'm not going to read Sonichu. I'm not going to read Sonichu. Maybe today I might do a Sonichu article read, but I'm not going to read the fucking webcomic. It is fucking hard to read, knowing that Chris is bad at making comics. But for now, I guess it's the end of the stream. Like and subscribe if you want to see more of this. Maybe I might go back playing on PlayStation to do a live stream of playing Bloodborne. Who knows? Who knows, man? Who knows? Who knows?